Let's listen
And
in.
it is my honor to introduce you all to the current and next governor of the great state of Washington, my husband, Jay Inslee.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
That's pretty nice. I like to kiss, too. Good evening. In fact, great evening. I think it is a great evening. I haven't been this excited since I first operated a bulldozer decades ago. This is not only a huge honor, but it is a big decision that the people of the state of Washington made tonight in so many ways. They made a decision to continue on the path of progress, to continue to follow and honor science, to continue to defeat the COVID pandemic, and continue to be committed to building a more resilient economy. This was a big decision, and I believe it will bear great fruit for the state of Washington. Many people went into this. The most important people are the citizens who voted in the last several weeks. Look, no matter who wins tonight, this was a victory for democracy because we had unprecedented numbers of Washingtonians who participated by voting. Congratulations to all of the voters. We want to thank all of the people who worked on the campaigns. I want to thank my family, especially my grandchildren, who are an important part of the work that we do here in the governor's office. I want to thank my opponent, Lauren Culp, who gave the people of the state of Washington a choice. So I can tell you this, no matter who you supported in this election, Trudy and I are going to get up every single morning trying to figure out how we can help to improve your lot in life and allow you to realize your dreams. That's what we do. Now, this campaign, this election, was maybe more important than any of the others I've been involved with or seen. And the reason is because we understand we have some unprecedented challenges that have faced our state. But we know this about challenges. They serve to organize and inspire the best within us. And that is happening today when Washingtonians are raising their game and wrapping their arms around each other. They are saving lives. They are committing themselves to protect their loved ones and the larger community. I do believe we are called upon now to find the best of the strength in our character, and that is what we are going to do. Difficult days are ahead, but we know this. Better days are certainly in our future, and we intend to get there as fast as we humanly can. I think tonight election vindicated 4 central values of the state of Washington. First is the central value that we stick together. We take care of each other. We're committed to one another. And there's nothing we can't do when we do that. We have demonstrated that principle to great effect already because we have masked up. We have social distance. We have done some of the things that protect not only ourselves and not only our families, but everyone around us in the communities that we love. And frankly, it is why our state is doing better than 45 other states in the United States today when it comes to COVID. It's because Washingtonians stick together. The second value is this. We value our working families in the state of Washington. We fundamentally understand that the strength of your economy is only shown by the strength of your families. And this election result, particularly in the governor's race tonight, I think reflected that that value is alive and doing well in the state of Washington. Because the people elected a governor who has helped lead this state to the best family medical leave in the United States, the first long-term care benefit program for our senior citizens, an expansion of health care to 800,000 Washingtonians. The best place to be an educator is here in the state of Washington, in part because of our massive investments in education. All-day kindergarten, expansions of early child education, the best financial aid program for our college students in the United States, the best overtime rules for our working people. We have produced for the working families of the state of Washington, and that value has been reflected in the election results tonight. We have done great things for working families together, but we are not done yet. I look forward to continuing our progress to have the first public option for health care in the United States. I believe we're the best place for a working family, and we're going to continue that tradition. The third value is this, and it's an important one, I think, for many reasons. We value and embrace science in the state of Washington. It is why we have developed the most technologically oriented, innovative, dynamic economy in the United States. And because we have embraced science, it has allowed us to do great things in the last several months, including to knock down some of the infection rates. So here is our challenge, and here's what we decided tonight. The state of Washington decided to continue to follow science, to continue to follow science in the fight against COVID, to continue to follow science in the fight against climate change. I didn't just win this election tonight, science won, and therefore the health of our children and our grandchildren and our loved ones who are threatened today by COVID and in the long term by the evils of climate change. We know that we can continue to follow science. We know that we will grow our economy if we do so. We know we will get back to work and back to school. We know we will build an economy that is even stronger. We know that we will build clean energy jobs by the bucketful across the state of Washington, cross-laminated timber in Spokane, grid work in Spokane, solar panels manufactured in Bellingham. All across the state of Washington, we will now continue to follow the promises of science. And I believe if you can reach one conclusion about the election today, we have a mandate tonight to fight climate change, to take action against climate change. We have a mandate tonight to fight the COVID pandemic based on the scientific principles that we embrace. And we intend to act on that mandate because Washingtonians deserve no less. I'm committed to that. The fourth value of Washington, it's one of the reasons I so love this state, is we are inherently an optimistic people. We're just believers that we can do anything. We can build, we can create, we can innovate in any realm, in any industry, in any social policy. And that optimism is never more important than right now when we currently have such unusual challenges in our great state. But instead of cowering from our challenges, the decision Washingtonians made tonight was to face and confront those challenges, face on. The voters of the state of Washington tonight did not vote to cower from COVID, or to cower from climate change, or to cower from those forces in Washington, D.C. who want to take away our health care. No, they voted to confront those challenges, to defeat those challenges, and to organize all of the energies of the state of Washington to accomplish those great victories. That's a mandate for victory, and I believe we are going to follow it. So I just want to thank everybody tonight. This is deeply personal for Trudy and me. I'm a fifth-generation Washingtonian. We raised 3 boys in the Yakima Valley. They've all been very, very lucky in marriage. We have 4 grandchildren whose futures are tied to the work that we'll be doing now as governor of the state of Washington. And I can tell you we'll get up every morning committed to that, to you and your children and your grandchildren. So tonight I want to thank you, Washington, for masking up. I want to thank you for committing to beating COVID. I want to thank you for choosing to come together and stick together. I want to thank you for being committed to rebuilding our economy. And thank you for being optimistic about our ability to build a clean energy economy. So please enjoy tonight. We have work to do tomorrow. Come let us move forward together.